Good evening, folks, and welcome to the Horror Corner. I'm your host, Sean Patrick Erschen, and this week we are doing another tag video, and this one is called the Creature Movie Tag. And this was created by Cecil over at the Horror Show, so go check out his video. And I was actually tagged by the Horror Miser Monty G, so check out his video as well. So I was a little apprehensive at first about this because it's kind of a fine line of what's considered a creature movie or a creature feature. But Cecil laid it out very well in his video. He said no vampires, werewolves, or zombies because they're their own thing. But he did say you can use aliens. So, and I'm also going to use what some would call monster movies. Okay, so it's going to be 10 questions, and the first one is, what is your favorite creature movie? And for me, that is Alien from 1979. Just an awesome movie. It's my favorite sci-fi horror film, and just the creature design is amazing, and the amazing direction of Ridley Scott, and of course the great performance by Sigourney Weaver and the entire cast, really. Just an incredible movie. So next up is, what's your favorite creature design? Now I could use this movie for about every question on this list. So it's going to be Alien from the film Alien, 1979. That creature design by H.R. Giger is just the greatest. I mean, I love the fact that when it gets cut or injured, when it bleeds, the blood is acid. How cool is that? I mean, when you try and kill this thing, you're going to get killed. And, if you get that blood on you, you're done. And I love, it looks like it's got 1,000 teeth, and when it opens its mouth, it's got that weird tongue that has teeth of its own. It's just so sick, and you see that weird head. It's like that phallic symbol. It's just so freaky. If I ever saw anything like that, I would run and I would have a heart attack. The thing wouldn't have to kill me. I would die of a heart attack. So next up, number 3 is, do you prefer humanoid creatures or non-humanoid creatures? I would say non-humanoid creatures because that's scarier. It's something that doesn't look like a human, something that's just going to freak you out when you see it, And that to me is more terrifying than something that looks like a human. So next up is, number 4 is, what's your favorite creature kill? So I'm going to go with the scene from The Blob, the remake from 1988. And that's that scene where the girl's in the phone booth calling for help, and the blob oozes over and then completely encapsulates the phone booth. And then you see that dead body inside pressing up against the glass. And then it smashes right through the glass and kills the girl. It's a great scene. So next up, number 5 is, what is a lesser known creature movie that you would recommend? So I'm going to say Godzilla 1985. It's one that I feel people don't talk about much. And I just thought it was a great return to form for the franchise. Godzilla went back to his roots from the original film, where he was dark and menacing, and he was the threat to humanity instead of being the good guy protecting humans from all the other monsters. He was the bad guy. He was the one that was the threat, tearing shit up and stomping on cars and smashing planes. And that's the Godzilla that I love. Next up is Son of Kong, which was the sequel to the original King Kong. We had Robert Armstrong returning. You had those great classic creature effects. And I just thought it's a highly underrated sequel. And I'm also going to recommend War of the Gargantuans. Those two evil monsters that are enemies, and they're battling it out and just tearing everything up in their wake. Next up, number 6 is, what is your first experience with a creature movie? And that would be chilling with my brothers back in the day when I was a little kid, watching the original Planet of the Apes. With Charlton Heston and Roddy McDowall. Such a classic movie. Not really scary, of course, but that was my first experience with creature movie. And I do consider them creatures, humanoid creatures. So number 7 is, what is your favorite Old Yeller moment in a creature movie? So that for me would be the original King Kong. When he gets shot down by all the planes and he eventually succumbs and he falls to his death from the Empire State Building. And when they look at his body, it's sad, because he's just doing what's in his nature to do, and he didn't ask to be taken over to America from his homeland and put on display and chained up as some sort of spectacle. And he kind of fell in love with the Fay Wray character. And I love Robert Armstrong's line there, "'Twas beauty killed the beast." So next up, number 8 is, what is the most tense moment in a creature movie that you remember? So for me, once again, I'm going to go the original Alien from 1979, and that's the scene where Ripley discovers that her cat is missing. So she leaves the escape ship, even though she knows she set the timer for the whole ship to blow up. And she knows that the creature is still out there looking for her. And it's just so tense. It's that cat and mouse game. It's that awesome suspense. So yeah, that's it for me. So number 9 is, what is the worst creature design ever put to film? And that's going to be Troll 2 for me. Troll 2, the legendary, horrible, horrible movie. Yeah, I know it's one of those so bad it's good type movies, but yeah, come on. The creature design is pathetic. It's not even a troll, it's goblins. So next up, number 10 is, what is the best modern horror movie creature? And for me, that's going to be the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers. We just did a tag on that recently. And yeah, I really enjoy that creature design. It's so cool. It's like this gargoyle type thing with the wings spread out like a bat. Just a really cool creature design. And I enjoy those movies. So that's it, folks, for the creature movie tag. So I was tagged again by Horror Miser Monty G, so check out his video. Check out Cecil from the Horror Show, his original video. And now I'm going to tag some people. So I'm going to tag the Last Shoegazer. I'm going to tag Gabby Hernandez. I'm going to tag HorrorMetal. I'm going to tag Rusting Willpower. And I'm going to tag Movie Massacre. So get on it, folks. I want to see your video responses, and thank you for joining me, Sean Patrick Erschen, in the Horror Corner. Tune in and stay scared.